So, we finally got some official information about the Bioshock movie coming from director Francis Lawrence himself. For those of you who are regulars here on the channel, you already know about the Bioshock movie. I've covered it quite a bit. However, if you're new and have somehow stumbled across this video, yes, there is a Bioshock movie that was announced, I believe, back in 2022. And there's also a brand new game in development, which was announced back in 2019. Now that I caught you up to speed, let's get into this specific article. And there's going to be two different things that I want to talk about. So if you want to check out this article or any articles that might catch your interest, I'll put them down in the description as always. So with that being said, sit back, relax, and enjoy. This article in specific comes from PCGamer.com, though I will provide ones from places like IGN, Kotaku, etc. in the description down below. So, the following title states that the Bioshock movie is still in the works, but scheduling conflicts means it likely can't come out before 2027, maybe even later, and I don't like titles like that because it's such clickbait. Anyways, let's move on here. The screen adaptation of Bioshock is still in the works at Netflix, but it sounds like we're going to have to wait a long time before its release. The delay is due to director Francis Lawrence's busy schedule, according to an interview with The Direct, which again, I will link down below. Producer Roy Lee didn't reveal very much about the film, but hinted at a potentially lengthy wait. And I also want to add part one of the two things that I wanted to talk about here. Part one is the fact that this movie in particular will be covering the events and the overall first game in general. So that has been confirmed, and that came from Roy Lee and Francis Lawrence themselves. That'll be linked below. Well, The Long Walk became a reality because Bioshock was delayed for a little bit, where we had to do some more script work. And The Long Walk is a movie that either just came out or it's about to come out here within the next week and a half or so. And so the script work is being done. We shot The Long Walk, and Francis Lawrence was already committed to doing the next Hunger Games movie. And so it's just waiting for him whenever the Hunger Games is completed, and the script is just being worked on right now. And for those of you who are interested in the scriptwriter, his name is Michael Green. He's got some pretty good work behind him, so I do like the track record. Lee was referring to Sunrise on the Reaping, a Hunger Games prequel focused on Hamish Abernathy's games. I genuinely wish I understood what that meant. I have never gotten into the series, so there's that. I'm so stupid, I'm sorry. It began filming this summer, and it is set to release on November 20th, 2026. Francis Lawrence directed all four of the previous Hunger Games films, so it's no surprise he returned for this one. Unfortunately for Bioshock fans, that means Lawrence has his hands full and hands tied for the time being. So what I would probably guess, and it would be safe to assume, filming, if the script is done, will either begin in December of 2026 or potentially at the beginning of 2027. What do you guys think? When do you think we'll start getting more information about the movie itself? Whether it's the cast, whether it's that filming has started, when do you think we'll get that information? Let me know down in the comments. I'd very much appreciate that. Now we just have the final little bit of the article here. Filming for a movie like Sunrise on the Reaping can take several months, followed by months of post-production work afterwards. As the director, Lawrence will be involved in every step of the creative process through the film's final edit. So, it's possible he might not be able to return to Bioshock until late next year, as I stated. So I would probably have to guess sometime December or sometime in January of 2027. I know it's news you don't want to hear because it's so damn long away, and I'm so frustrated about it, but it's still news that I felt like I had a job to relay to you, so I hope you can understand that. Based on Roy Lee's comments to The Direct, it sounds like the Bioshock movie has a script ready for Francis Lawrence to look at, but there's still a mountain of work that has to be done, from casting to filming to editing and more. It's likely the Bioshock movie won't arrive on Netflix for at least a couple more years. Go figure, it's just like the game, but hey, I'm not mad. Not mad. Just a little frustrated, as I'm sure you are too. However, we also know from Lee's interview that it sounds like the film will be based on the first Bioshock game, as mentioned earlier, so at least the long wait will probably mean we get to see the filmmakers' take on Rapture, and I hope and pray to God that they fucking do this movie justice. The source material is literally staring them in the face. Please, please, for the love of God, just make a good Bioshock movie. Please. That's one of the very few things I've ever wanted. Please make a good Bioshock movie. I'm keeping expectations low. That way, if it's good, awesome. If it's bad, I'm not let down. So again, let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Thank you all so very much for watching up until this point in the video. I genuinely and greatly appreciate you for doing so. Also, I wanted to make one quick announcement before I let you guys go for the day, and that is that I've been frequently live streaming over on places like TikTok and Twitch. I would love to have you guys over there, and I would love to start building those communities up as well. So if you wouldn't mind checking out my TikTok or my Twitch, I'll leave the links down in the description below, along with the rest of my socials and a couple of videos that I want you to check out. I think they're definitely worth it. With that being said, if you want to stay up to date with me and all of my content here on YouTube, would you kindly hit that subscribe button, like the video, and be sure to turn on all post notifications to never miss a future video. There'll be a couple of other videos popping up on the screen here shortly if you want to check those out. I'd appreciate that. And with that being said, thank you all so very much again for watching. Take care, stay safe, and I will talk to you all again very, very soon.